Hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about the special occasion speech. Now, the special occasion speech is probably one of the more common types of speeches that you would ever be asked to give. So today we're talking about Chapter 25. The first thing that you need to know about special occasion speeches is that it is probably one of the most common types of speeches that you would be asked to give. So if you've ever been to a graduation, if you've ever been to a funeral, if you've ever been to an award show, you've heard these different speeches. So chapter 25 begins off by telling us the first thing that is important, which is why would you give a special occasion speech? And essentially on page 219, it will tell you that the purpose is usually to entertain or to inspire, to celebrate, or sometimes even to commemorate a special occasion. So let's go through the different types of special occasion speeches because this is the first type of speech that you will be asked to give in this class. It is the first major speech that you will give. So you will choose from one of these options. The first one is a speech of introduction. Now, a speech of introduction, essentially, you are there to introduce the main speaker to the audience. You are not the main speaker. So your job is to basically give some background information about the speaker. And you would see this done at like a graduation, where they kind of tell you the speaker's major awards or achievements, perhaps where they went to school, any important information that would help to make that speaker credible and that would make the audience want to hear that speaker. The next type of speech would be the speech of presentation and the speech of acceptance. Now, both of those kind of go hand in hand. So if there is a major award to be given out, you have the speech of presentation first. And that is where a speaker will introduce or tell about the award, tell about where the award came from, perhaps who the award is named after, and then they will also review with the audience why the recipient for the award deserves that award, what they have done to earn it. Then they will welcome the recipient to the stage. At that point, the recipient then gives an award, a speech of acceptance speech. So they would go through and thank whoever they would like to thank that they feel was significant in helping them grow to this point where they were receiving this award. They would also talk about why that award was very meaningful to them and how honored they are to receive it. All right, so far we have the speech of introduction, we have the speech of presentation, and the speech of acceptance. Now let's talk about a toast. A toast is something that most commonly you see at a wedding. And in that scenario, the person is basically there to honor whoever is getting married. Or you can give a toast at a banquet or many other a birthday party. It could be a lot of different occasions. So in a toast, you would talk about basically your connection to the person that you are toasting. You would talk about their positive qualities and how much you admire them. You do not want to tell embarrassing stories because that's not really honoring that person. You could tell stories that showed how wonderful that person is or how closely you are connected, but you really don't want to embarrass the person because then the toast turns into a roast, and that is not your goal. Okay, so a toast is another type of speech. The last type of speech that I'll cover today is the eulogy. Now, a eulogy is the speech that is given at a funeral after someone has passed away. So usually someone that is close to the deceased would be asked to give the eulogy. And in that eulogy, they would share important information about the person. They would share stories. They would share, accomplishments of that person. They would also address the family members. So if, for example, a mother had passed away, they would acknowledge the father and the children, or perhaps even the mother of the person that had mother or father of the person that had passed. But you always want to balance your emotions because this is a very hard speech to give, and you also want to make sure that you are positive but realistic about who that person was. If they were, known for a lot of negative things, you don't want to go up there and paint them as a saint, but neither do you want to highlight their negative traits. All right, so you have 5 speeches that we've talked about today. You have the speech of inspiration, the speech of presentation, the speech of acceptance, the toast, and the eulogy. And those are your 5 options that you can give one of those for your special occasion speech. Please refer to the description sheet of the assignment, and also that will give you how long you need to speak and kind of what information needs to be included in your special occasion speech. Good luck!